Whether you're a real estate professional or you're just interested in purchasing a home, it's important to know how to submit winning offers. Here, I'd like to share a couple of my strategies where I help my buyers win at real estate. My name is Ciomara Wilson, and I'm a broker associate affiliated with ERA Strother Fayetteville, and I'm also a part of the Longleaf Pines Realtors Association. I'm a military spouse and mom of five, so I've been doing real estate part time for about 2 years. In that time, I've helped people buy and sell over $5 million worth of real estate. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest decisions of a lifetime. It's important to put your best foot forward up front and decide how to make an offer that will most likely get accepted for the first time or when to understand why it may not, just to save time, energy, and avoid emotional trauma. As I've begun to represent more people who are selling their homes, strategies that I thought were intuitive, I'm learning are not. Language across the industry are trending toward phasing out buyer's agents who get paid from splitting the seller's agent's commission. So buyers may need to know how to represent themselves or pay for buyer's agents who know how to do an outstanding job. As a listing agent, I've also received offers to my email junk folder with no heads up, no asking for receipts. I've also tried to reach out about negotiating offers, but buyer's agents were not prompt with responses. They didn't answer the phone or email. The first step to any type of negotiation is to know what you hold. What are your top and bottom boundaries? So, what's your budget? That includes your pre approval letter. Doesn't mean that's what you're looking for so far as your price point. How much cash do you have on hand? How much of a deposit are you willing to put down? How much of fees can you pay? Even if you get your closing costs covered, you'll still have expenses that you need to cover. And if you can't, you'll still have expenses that you need to cover, so you can't spend it all. You also can't promise what you don't have. So that will have an impact on what you're able to put in your offer. Also, your home search criteria. Where do you want to live? Is it a high interest neighborhood or school district? Is it somewhere rural? Is it somewhere urban? So it just depends, and what type of home you're looking for will depend on the negotiations that you're able to make. While there are many reports that you can pull off of Zillow and Realtor.com, one of the main differences in being represented by an agent and representing yourself as a buyer is that your agent is constantly doing real estate deals. Your agent is writing offers, your agent is looking at houses and prices and making comparisons and making suggestions and giving advice. Um, we have many, many, many reports available to us. In this report that I've attached is just a copy of what was linked to our newsletter this month. As you can see, there are some comparisons between August of 2023 and August of 2022. I like to pull these because it shows after the fact the culmination of the numbers. So just for an example, if my client doesn't have a lot of cash, I'm looking at the numbers here and saying we have a lot more inventory than we had last year. So there are more houses for a buyer to choose from. More listings equals more choices for the buyers. So right here I'm looking at, hey, the prices went up, the seller's making more money. We still might be able to put in an offer that our client is pre-approved for. However, we're able to ask for more things. So we're able to ask for closing costs. We're able to ask for more repairs. And that's what I can see from these reports. I'm translating the numbers to make it make sense for what we can put in our offer. So how should this go? I see a lot of agents on social media saying, oh, my client just found the house that they wanted, so I'm in the car writing up an offer right now. I never do that. I have a strong process that I abide by, and we've sought the house of their dreams. I'm going to follow these steps exactly. We're going to show them the homes that fit, where we know we have a strong negotiation power. We're going to contact the seller's agent. These two steps, please, 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 please don't forget. We have to contact the seller's agent. We need to test the waters and we need to build rapport. We're going to conduct a price analysis and give feedback to the buyer. So here's what the seller's agent said. I've done a market research. I've done research on the homes that have sold in that neighborhood. The price is good. The price is bad, in my opinion. You can ask for this. You can ask for that. And then after we've done all that, now we're going to formulate and submit that offer. I wanted to expand on this point a little bit more because it's just so important and honestly often missed. You want to pick up the phone and contact the person who is listing the house, whether that be a listing agent or a for sale by owner. The number should be published with the listing. You want to pick up the phone and say, "Hi, I'm interested in this home," or "My client's interested in this home. We want to formulate an offer, but I wanted to get some additional information. Is there anything that's specifically important to your clients? Is there anything that they would prefer to negotiate on? And are they willing to negotiate? Have you received any other offers?" Once you have all of that information, you're going to want to send a follow-up text message introducing yourself so they have your information. And you're also going to want to request any documents once again so that you make sure that they know it's urgent. You want to let them know when to anticipate that offer, and you want to ask them to let you know if anything changes. You're going to want to follow up with an email that says, "Hi, our proposed offer is going to include these terms." You can go ahead and send that to your client, see if they want to negotiate ahead of time so that we can put the final offer together as cleanly as possible. So right here, I've attached one of the sample text messages where we're just setting expectations after we've had that conversation with the listing agent. Also, I just want to caution, a seller's agent wants to get the most money possible for their client without having to give anything away. Don't give any of your negotiating power away by having a conversation where you're saying too much to that seller's agent. Don't tell them how much money you're willing to go up. Don't tell them, "I'm willing to do this," or "We don't care about that." Just ask what they're willing to do or share. I love watching cooking shows, and one of my favorite phrases is "measure twice and cook once." So let's do it right the first time and make sure that we don't have a lot of back and forth trying to fix issues or send forms that are missing. You want to use the sample form packet. So if you're putting your own offer together, that means you're asking somebody for that. If you're an agent, you have access to that. So you want to use the sample forms, structure the offer with your client, and have them fill it out and sign it. That says you've gone over everything, so you're not worried about them not being aware of what's inside of there. You want to check twice and thrice. You want to use checklists to make sure all the forms that are necessary are included. Check your grammar, make sure the names especially are spelled correctly. Check that your electronic signatures have populated those forms properly. And also you want to check with that listing agent. Make sure that your forms haven't ended up in the junk folder. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you're able to now make some offers that have great success.